Okay. Hello, everybody. Alright, hopefully everything's working. Oh, I do need to press record. Almost forgot. Record. Yeah, okay, it's going. Cool. Alright, well, I'm going to continue on with this one from yesterday. I had a bit of a think about it. It's probably good to break a picture up over a couple of days, because then you have time to make some decisions. So, drawing my hand is this, like, stub. I don't really know why I did that, but I did. So I'm quickly gonna turn everything off and just adjust my lines here. I'm gonna keep it simple still. Still pretty cartoony kind of looking thing. But I'll do some little like fingers. Pretty sure I was working at size 8. Seems about right. Just gotta figure out how I wanna do it. Maybe even just a suggestion of some fingers rather than just a stub. Still kind of just looks like a stub. It is in a funny position, I suppose, but maybe that's maybe that's still slightly better. Also, thanks for saying hi, Leonidas. I know you said you're about to head off to bed, but thanks for stopping in quick and saying hi. Oh, jeez. There we go. That should be good enough, I think. I completely forgot what I had this on. 50 maybe? 50%? That's where I'll leave it for now. I still got at the end of it all, I always get ahead of myself and want to like get this layer in well before I'm finished. Okay. Not really ever sure why I do this. I just feel the need to put it in there, even though it's kind of not really time yet. Definitely adds quite a lot of texture. I think I just want it sort of subtle, maybe on like 10. And I'll leave those off for now. Alright, well, both the dogs are good. I'm not sure if Gigi had her breakfast in the end. It's okay, as long as the other dog doesn't take it. They both seem to have calmed down. I've already taken them for a stroll this morning. W-A-L-K. I don't want to say the word because they'll just both get excited and I don't need that. So this unnamed one. My throat's a little bit agitated this morning. What's up with that? I definitely don't have a cold, but yeah, something's kind of bothering my throat a bit. Oh well. I'm not really sure what I'm doing after this today. I've been thinking about it, like I was sort of thinking about maybe going into the city. I keep forgetting I don't have to stay in the lines because I've set this up. One thing I did want to add in, which I think I'd originally planned to, and then I don't know why I didn't, was just some piles of dirt around the outside of these holes, because right now they're looking pretty sort of like neat and perfect. There's no sign of much mess. So I think I'll add another layer. I also just didn't like this green coming in. I thought it sort of, I don't know, just didn't quite look right. Not sure what it was, but anyway, I decided that I'll take that back. I'll zoom out real quick and just see. Yeah, I think I prefer that. Yeah, after streaming today, I've been sort of, I need to fill up my time. There goes Gigi. About what? I don't know. I really want to fill up my time while Candace is away, so that I don't know, I not only do I want to like keep myself occupied and busy so that I guess I don't focus on notice that I'm sort of like feeling a bit like sad without her, not seeing her for such a long time. Like we've been together, is that part of the whole? I think that's part of the whole. We've been together for like getting on like fairly close to 10 years. And we've never really been separated this long. We've been apart a few days, you know, here and there for whatever reason. But this is like almost 2 weeks. And for a week of that, we can't be in contact at all because she's in a place that there's no reception whatsoever. She's, you know, she's kind of out in the wilderness, so we can't communicate at all. It's just no, hey, how you doing? Like nothing. So um yeah, but that's been kind of rough after, you know, never really being separated before. And like I personally didn't really even want to be separated, but it's something she really wanted to do, I suppose. So um yeah, just kind of have to accept it. Kind of hope she doesn't want to do it again, but no, I don't know. I was kind of trying to think this over myself yesterday when I feel a lot better now. You know, like I feel like I'm coping okay, but at the same time, I kind of don't. Yeah, I don't want this to be like a usual thing, like just a thing. You know, like of being regularly spending time apart. Just personally, I don't think that works very well. Um, I think relationships where people spend like lots of time apart on a regular basis. I could be wrong about this, but I've seen a few relationships like that, and they always, doesn't matter how long it takes, they always just end up not working out. That's what it seems like to me. It's like you just start to become too distant from each other. And it's not really what I want in a relationship either. I'm one of those people that, you know, you want to be with someone, then be with them. Like, you know, I'm not saying you can't spend time apart because that's just ridiculous. I know that's silly. But yeah, I guess I've got a bit more of the mentality of if you want to be with that person, then like be with that person, I suppose. Wow, sounds like you've got a lot to do. I have to get up early. An entrance exam. Wow. Well, good luck with the exam, Leonidas. I hope it all goes well. Yeah, have a good day tomorrow. Have a good sleep. Yeah, and all the best for that entrance exam. I'm just going to continue thinking out loud to myself. It helps me process, I think, and hopefully come to some useful conclusions for myself. But I'll catch you next time. Yeah, take care till then. Bye bye. Bye for now. Yeah. So, yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that, Leonidas. Things are going, yeah. I think things will be okay. Um, yeah, but all the best. All the best, and I hope I'll talk to you again soon. Catch you next time. Yeah, and just as I've been thinking about those sorts of things over the past, couple of days, while Candace hasn't been here, I guess something that scares me quite a lot is, well, what if our views on that don't align? What if Candace comes back from this trip and decides that actually she's perfectly fine with spending as much time apart, you know, however long apart, as much time as she needs or wants as on, like a regular or semi-regular basis. Like, what if she comes back and says something like that? That really freaks me out because that's not what I want. And to me, that, you know, either side for myself or for her, and this is all speaking completely hypothetically, I want to make that clear. This is just something that's been going through my mind. It's like, what if? Like, what if she were to come back from this trip and say, uh, you know, I really needed that and I think I need to do that sort of regularly. I need to like get away and go do these things and, on a regular basis and like maybe be away for weeks at a time. Something along those lines, what if that happens? Um, because personally, I consider that to be a deal breaker. Um, that's not what I want in a relationship at all. Like I really want someone who ideally puts like relationship and their person that they've chosen. Like I would prefer if they had the same ideals as me on that, which would be that that's sort of what comes first. It's like, of course you have to take care of yourself, and of course, you might need a little bit of time here and there. Like, of course, that's totally normal and totally fine, but I'm talking about like weeks apart on a regular or semi regular basis. I just can't do it. I don't like it. I don't want that. Like, it's just absolutely not, it's so far out of what I imagine, like, for my life. um, when I imagine having a partner, you know, just doing separate things all the time, like, it doesn't really, it doesn't sit well with me, and I just find it kind of upsetting. It's like, why be in a relationship at that point? That's kind of all I can think of is like, why bother? You want to spend so much time apart. Um, I don't know. Why not just not have a relationship then? I don't know. Um, and again, I do want to clarify. It's not to say that they can't, each of you can't like go off and spend time with a friend or have a couple days away or have some time apart. I'm not saying it has to be all day, every day, for the rest of your life. But yeah, like regularly spending weeks apart is a no-no. So yeah, one of the things I guess I've realized I'm a little bit afraid of is realize, like, that potentially being a reality, because that I would have to say no to that. And well, what does that mean? That means the end of our relationship. That's what that would mean, hypothetically speaking. Uh, and that's definitely not what I definitely not what I want, because I wouldn't be so afraid and upset thinking about it, um, if that was in any way, shape, or form what I wanted. So that's not what I want. I'm I'm scared that it could happen or could be a thing. So that's just one of the things that's been playing on my mind heaps over the past couple of days, and I'm trying to get rid of that thought. Um, I really am trying to just banish it from my mind because I don't like it. Hey, Coyote Glitch, how you doing? I've just been thinking out loud to myself about the struggles of being separated from my partner. I'm doing a lot better, like I feel a lot better, but I do still have a lot of concerns just sort of like playing on my mind, making me anxious and stuff. These are piles of dirt. I'll turn the rest of the layers back on in 1 second. I'm probably not even done adding the dirt yet, to be honest. I am drawing. Bloop, bloop, bloop. This. Maybe don't need that layer. Does the dirt create like too much of a distraction from the holes? Maybe it needs to be a bit more subtle. Maybe it just needs to be on the ground. It's basically myself and Gigi. I got the idea from when I was walking Gigi the other day, and I saw some areas that had been dug up. Yeah, that would be a caricature of myself. Roughly. Roughly what I look like, kind of, in cartoon form. Yeah, I was walking Gigi the other day, and there's all these areas that had just been just dug up like crazy, I think just by birds. It was nowhere near this extreme. I didn't see this, but it just gave me this is just the image that came into my mind. I was just like, what if you were out walking and you saw these massive random dug up areas, these like huge, 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 huge. Like, what sort of creature would have made them? I thought it would be fun to imagine what sort of creature could dig such enormous holes like this. So yeah, that's where the idea came from. Da, da, da. Oh no, not the Apple Pencil. How'd you go working on your webcomic? Did you end up managing to get a bit more done? Ah, new OC, that sounds fun. Did you have anything in mind, or are you just gonna kind of like sketch up some ideas? Just do some like brainstorming? OCs are fun. I think I really only have one. I don't really count myself and Gigi. They're just, you know, cartoony representations of us. So It's not like I really made them up or anything, so I kind of don't count them as OCs. Although maybe that still is, I don't know. Sketch some ideas. Oh, I can, yeah, absolutely. I'll help any way I can. I'm happy to like give some ideas or whatever might be helpful. I'm not sure. Yeah, tell me how I can help, and I'll be glad to assist in any way I can. I think I like this. Animal-like. Feral or anthropomorphic? Um, Interesting. Feral or anthropomorphic? I mean, I I I like a happy medium between those two. Sort of like the creature's like sentient and intelligent, but it's not like, you know, super, it hasn't got too many human qualities. I find that when animals start, the closer they get to being, more and more human-like, I just person like that's it's only just a personal preference. I just sort of like they're not really like animals anymore, and they're kind of not as cute or something. But if I was gonna lean one way or the other, I would base it on how you're feeling. Um, because I don't know. I guess there's unless you're talking about like a fictional monster, I don't ever imagine that there's any animal that has like no consciousness whatsoever. Pick 3 random animals. Okay. Oof. Okay. I'll pick 3 random animals. I'm trying to think of something good and interesting and not like what my brain would usually go to. Um, and it's only giving me the same animals I always think of. Okay, I'm gonna pick a. This should be easier than it is. I'm gonna give you terrible write them in chat. Okay, I'm gonna give you terrible animals though. A fish, a bird, and the last one has to be a bit more like something like. I'm trying to think of something a bit more like interesting or different. Just give me a sec for my brain to process. I haven't had anything to eat yet, and my brain's processing is kind of just running at like minimal power right now. Um, does it is that preferable for it to be an animal like that exists currently that's alive? Because my mind always goes to dinosaurs. I have a real thing for the dinos. But if you prefer it to be all real lifey animals. I'm trying to think of an animal that has this particular look about it, but I can only think of dinosaurs. It can be a dinosaur, yes, it can be a dinosaur. Let me just check if I spelled that right because I'm not 100% sure. Iguanodon every time. Okay, so I guess I'll just stick with 2 easy ones and yeah, that's kind of easy. Fish, bird, iguanodon. Fish, bird, iguanodon. Shall we both do it? Because that would be fun. Like both do an interpretation of those creatures smushed. So I already have a very strong image of what this thing would look like. You'll start drawing. Okay, cool. Keen to see, keen to see. What do I prefer? Yeah, it's definitely less distracting with that kind. I don't know, but you're like super quick, so if I was betting on anything, I'd be betting that you draw the thing before it runs out, but depends on how nearly dead it is. I'm debating whether I do a trip into the city after I finish drawing. There's this tea shop I was planning to go to this week. So I could do that. Otherwise, I'm just going to end up floating around at home. I need to go darker for. Oh, bloody hell. Darker. Cooler colour. Eh. I really did this the wrong way around. For sure. The pain I caused myself. Okay, so I should do it too. Yes. Okay. Put a brief hiatus on this one. Let's do a quick save. Brief hiatus and then alrighty. That sounds like a good idea too. Look at these boys. this dinosaur. Okay, it's gonna be quick and rough, but I'm gonna do it. Here we go. I'm gonna use this one at, what, 12? Nah, 10? Okay. Man, I've got this jacket on. It's got a button on the sleeve. That's really annoying. Okay, fish bread iguanodon. Okay, let's go. Let me just look at this dude's face real quick again. Haha! That's not one. Okay. Alright, kind of got like a long pony head. Done. Oh, smoothing would be good. Can't decide where legs should go. What does back feet look like? Oh, they've got smush feet. Oh, they're so cute. God, Tracy really needs to just stop tip-tapping around the house, driving me nuts. Oh, there's a lot of interpretations of these dinosaurs. So, oh, it's driving me nuts. Some is way too stiff. The stream is buffer. Oh no, really? Maybe my internet's like gone, like really like slowed down for a minute. It should pop back up. Oh, good. Okay, awesome. Yeah, maybe it was just like a bit of a. Maybe my internet dropped down for a second there. Is that JC no yet? No, Jace. This dog that I'm minding at the moment is I don't know what he's doing. He's just running all over the place. I've just taken them for strolls this morning, so it's like they shouldn't need to go out. I'm trying to get some drawing done. He's tip-tapping around like crazy. Need to get the thickness right on this tail. You absolutely are speed. Absolutely you are. I have learned I have learned that. I have accepted that. I am like yeah, I am like anti-speed, like I'm really slow and particular. I take way too long with everything. Maybe some scales. I'm so tempted. I mean, it doesn't. I guess it's not going to make sense anyway, right? You put those animals, all those animals together, you're not going to get something that makes a whole lot of sense. But I'm like really tempted to just stick some little wings on. You finished? Of course you finished. You are speed after all. Maybe like really small wings that are just for show. Like, oh my gosh, I should have given it tiny little bird legs. You're going to post it to your community tab. Sounds good. For sure, for sure, for sure. For sure. Alright, I created a duplication because I'm way too tempted by the idea of giving this dude little bird legs. Yep, 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 yep. Alright, how would this happen? This would be like... Oh yeah, utterly ridiculous. I mean, some raptors do kind of have... Oh yeah, I always have this same problem with bird when I do bird feet. Some raptors would absolutely have these kinds of like chicken feet going on. Chicken legs. An iguanodon is not a raptor, so it's gonna look kind of strange. I do not like the chicken feet. It just looks too undignified. Man, I really am tempted by doing some small wings. I also just don't want them to go over the tail too much. Can't get angles working. I'll do. And the wings would be purely for, I don't know, probably for purposes of attracting a mate or something. So they have some like really bright colors on there. And Otherwise, obviously, useless for flight. Purely for attracting the attention of a female, I think. Boop. Do I have Minecraft? I do have Minecraft. I love Minecraft. So much fun. I never played very seriously or anything like that. I've played for a lot of years, but it's only ever really casual, you know, just for fun. It is one of, yeah, it's way up there though. It's one of my favorite games though. Just so much fun. Oh, the species. Are we talking about going as far as like looking into like scientific names and stuff, or are we just totally winging it? Got the top of the thing here to here to here, which would mean like do something like that. There we go. No, no, you're good. If it was about Minecraft, then yes, I do play Minecraft. I do. Did you like put color on yours and all? I bet you did. Uh, I was a bit lazy with my design, to be honest. I did the real like cop out thing of just, taking an iguanodon and like tacking on some bird and fish traits rather than really combining them really well, really thoughtfully, but it was a bit quick. But that's okay. I mean, it's just a quick fun exercise, right? Not gonna feel too badly about it. Alright, let's just try to close up any gaps and stuff. It's hopefully good enough. Yeah, there's a lot around here. Huh, 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 huh. Whoop. Um, hopefully, let's see. Let's see if that works. Yes. No. Alright, where'd be the gap? Oh, there's quite a lot here. Whoop. Alright, let's see if that did the trick. Nope. Dang gaps. Here. Do I have a tolerance? Tolerance maybe like 4? Worst part. The worst part of drawing something sketchy in a sketchy style. Trying to find the gaps so you can select the dang thing. Yes. Success. let's just get rid of this. Don't need that at all. Cool, cool, cool. Don't know what color this dude would be. I would go, I'm thinking like fish. Fish color. Um, as the base. And then, you know. Okay, would definitely help if I locked up that layer. Atlantic herring. My favorite fish. Don't need the stabilizer right now. Huh, huh, huh. All fish all the time. If I was trying to name the species, I'd probably be thinking about... Oh yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with having the different styles anyway. You know, I think it just comes down to the style that you tend to work in. There's no right or wrong when it comes to art stuff anyway. Like that's part of the cool thing about art in the first place. There isn't any right or wrong. Or good or bad or anything else. It's just like, yeah, make a thing, it's fun. Whoop. I mean, I can't I can't spend like a super long amount of time, but at least I can suggest some of the colors a little bit. I'll knock these. Okay. Knock these limbs back a bit. And this one. Oh. Maybe I went with that one. I mean, I could caricature, you know, like chibiify this dude easily enough. Turn it into something that looks more like I guess what you would imagine like an OC character to kind of look like. Could like, you know, easily simplify it. Oh yeah, for sure. Sure I can. For sure I can, and I will. Protect. Da da. I bet yours is amazing, and I'm gonna love it. And I've gone over here and just drawn this thing, which is not even like a proper caricature-y thing. Am I still in the damn shadow layer? Yes, I was. That would explain. Alright, like yellow. Eh. Like, you know, those fancy birds. I'm so eloquent today. Those fancy birds. Like Bird's Paradise, kinda. You should be looking more fishy. Oh, okay. Alright. You're on a time scale here. Alright. Well, why is it coming out so dark? I can definitely caricature this guy at some other point in time, but for now, you know, I'll have to say this'll do. This'll do for now. And I'll have a look at how your one turned out, which I'm betting is amazing. I'm ready to be ashamed. Okay, let's go see. Oh, let's open your profile over here. Yeah, yeah. Whoop 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 whoop. And you put in your community tab. Oh, it's so good. Oh no, it's so good. Yeah, I need a caricature my guy, huh? I made it too, like, I'm not sure how to say, but not, yeah, yours is like way more like it turned out really good. I love it. And you're so good at doing little characters, I gotta simplify. I'm not good at simplifying. Wait, it's all colored and everything. It's great. It's so good. These little teefies, little fringe, so cute. Little fishtail. It's great. I love it. Eh, there we go. Man, someone has got to teach me to simplify. Disappointed in myself. That's all I can say. No worries. Thanks for dropping in and making the fun suggestion. Next time I will try and do something that's a bit more like caricature-y, you know? So yeah, I just kind of made a mess. Big, big, big mess. I'd have to more or less, what's the word? sort of redraw this dude. Kind of redesign to get it to be more like a cute little character, like what you did. Yeah, I gotta learn to simplify. Well, it was fun, even though I feel like I kind of failed on the mission here. Blue nails for sure. Naturally blue. Alright, I gotta see about finishing up my other one, but I'll definitely try to make a better go of this dude. I feel like there's like potential maybe, but um no, it's not terribly interesting. What's wrong, Jace? What's wrong? Why tippy tapping around so much? Do you need to go outside? We've already had a stroll. Well, I guess I'll take them outside anyway. Let's call this Dino Mash OC fail. Let's save it as that. Alright, let's just close that one for now. Close this one. Okay. I'm just gonna take these dogs out because I don't know what's up. Just be back in 5. Back in 5. Okay, I'm back. I keep getting uh, waves of sort of like sad feelings. Um, yep. Just from missing my partner. I know anyone that listens to these is gonna be so damn sick of hearing it. But I'm, you know, sort of hoping that just venting out my thoughts and feelings might help. I don't know. Oh, Gigi, please don't. Good girl. Keep it quiet, okay? Oh, Gigi. Really just my motivation to do things is just sort of deadened. All I can think, all that goes through my head is just like, what's the point? You know, home by myself and I have my meals by myself and I go to bed by myself and you know, doesn't really leave any don't have any motivation. I don't know if anyone else has ever been. I know it's so in the grand scheme of things it feels kind of dumb, I suppose, when I like step back and think about it. But I kind of just I still can't help getting just like lost feeling, you know, feeling that it's just not the way I want things to be and that I'm yeah, just like not happy about it. I think anything like more than a week is kind of too long to be apart, and certainly a week without any form of communication is pretty terrible. Without any form of communication whatsoever is really, really, really crap. And I don't want to have feelings of resentment and stuff. It's really hard not to. It's really, really, really hard not to. I do feel kind of I think it's okay to feel resentful, right? I think not in like a horrible like I don't know. I want revenge or I want something bad to happen. It's just like resentful because I didn't want this. I don't want to feel this way. I don't like feeling this way. That's why there's feelings of resentment. And surely it can't be wrong to feel those things. I think what's wrong is would be, you know, taking some sort of doing something out of malice, you know, as like payback or something. I think that crosses into the territory of being like wrong. But I think feeling resentment in and of itself I don't think is wrong. It's just how I feel. I guess I just will have to talk to her about it when she comes back. And just, and also really just hope that my other, uh, I guess I'll just straight up refer to it as a fear. I hope that my other fear doesn't turn out to have any kind of weight to it. I'm actually kind of hoping. I'm actually really hoping that she sort of comes back and is just like, okay, well that was fun, but I don't think I really want to take long trips away, like where we're separated like that again. That's kind of the stupid, you know, wishful outcome that I'm hoping for. And I guess, yeah, I'm calling it stupid because I don't know why it feels like dumb to hope for a thing like that. It just does. It just feels like that's probably not going to be the outcome. Um, and I really don't like feeling kind of like afraid that it's gonna be more than this, just this sort of like once off. I mean, I know that there's still going to be semi regularly we have times apart, and it's pretty much always because Candace wants to do something that I really just can't see myself doing, or would just really, really, really just don't like. Um, and in those instances, I don't want to stop her. Like that's why she's gone. Like I don't. I think she was gonna go, no matter how I felt about it. To be honest, um, yeah, I think she was gonna take this trip. Sort of like no matter how I felt about it. Which, when I say that out loud, it kind of feels a little bit hurtful, actually. um, I'm so conflicted. I really do wish I could talk to my psychologist. I really, really, really wish I could. Because I feel so conflicted. Like, I really didn't want her to go. Um, what is Gigi carrying on about right now? She's out there sparking away. Yeah. How am I supposed to feel about that? How am I supposed to not feel kind of like, I mean, I get it from this is why I'm like so torn, because from one perspective I understand that people should be able to go and do the things that they want to do. I get that. You shouldn't miss out on something because of somebody else. But like, if the person who's like supposed to matter to you, like most in the world, like doesn't want you to go and you go, like I don't know how to feel about it. It's really really confusing, conflicting feelings. I'd really, really, really like to talk to my psych. I would love some insight right now. I'm trying to like imagine what they might tell me. Like, you know, probably something along the lines of it's okay to feel that way, but you know, you don't want Candace to miss out on the things that she wants to do. What else do I think they might say? I don't know. I guess they might ask me why it feels hurtful. Um, and it feels hurtful to be left. Feels hurtful to be left behind. Especially when you want to be like, you know, the most important thing to someone, if that makes sense. But then, you know, they go, even though they know it's going to cause you difficulty and stuff like that. And then the other conflicting feeling is like, but then what? You know, do I stop? Do I stop her from doing things that she wants to do just because, like, it upsets me? Or it, you know, makes me feel sad or whatever, you know, because I don't really want to be separated like that for long spans of time, for extended spans of time. It feels very much like an impasse, you know? What is the solution? If anyone hears this and wants to suggest, sort of like down in the comments, or not suggest, but like share some insight or opinions perhaps, because I feel like I'm in an impasse. I don't seem to be able to help the way that I feel about it. I'm trying to manage it and not be unreasonable or irrational or you know, silly. I'm trying not to be silly about it. Let my emotions get the better of me. But it really is, you know, I don't like it. I find it really hurtful. So what do I do? I suppose I really have to talk to Candace about it when she gets back. That's very scary because, as I mentioned earlier, if she's really adamant, you know, if she comes back and we talk about this and she's really adamant about doing things like this, Yeah, I don't think I can. I really don't want to face that, to be honest. And I don't want to jump to silly, you know, irrational. I don't want to make decisions or like come to silly conclusions like, but you know, I can't. I've got no one to talk to about it. Or I can only go through it in my own mind. Ideally, you know, I need to talk to Candace about it, and but she's completely out of touch, out of contact 100%. Like I can't call or message or anything. And yeah, I think my as hard as I'm trying, like I've been I've done meditation in the mornings and I've been keeping busy. And as much as I'm trying and everything, you know, just kind of goes in waves up and down. You know, it's like I'm fighting off the bad feelings, but they won't stay subdued or, you know, manageable. They just keep coming back again and again. I feel like I've done this style before, but not for a really long time. Oops. Why is that canvas? Let's try. Oh. Oh, of course. Okay. Sometimes I do about a little bit. I was just feeling that color was a bit bright, like a bit too much of a jump. I guess you can tire herself out barking at probably nothing. Okay, so I'm just gonna lower that down a little bit, like maybe about there. 40% seems maybe good. So that's without it, and that's with it. That works a lot better, I think. And I kind of wonder if I get the... Alright, I'll just do a quick duplication in case I decide that's a bad idea. Yeah, just like erase back some of the... a little bit of the shade on here. Oh, Shizen. I need to do it only for the character though. Only for this area. Yeah, that'll work. Here. There we go. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Um, Let's see. I think that kind of works. And maybe I do the same for Gigi. Like, um, I think I probably came a little bit too far up on her head. Let's just put a little bit, oops, let's put a little bit of that back. Why does it not go to brush? Maybe just a bit of a fringe. A little bit on that edge. And I'll probably also do like a, my favorite, the old burn. Not burn. Dodge. In a, do it in an orange. For now. Just to warm the characters up a little bit. And I think I'll do them one at a time. So I'll do just this one first. What is she carrying on about? I'm gonna have to go tell her to stop because she can't just stand out there barking all day. That versus that. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she's just out there carrying on. Just don't know what I prefer. I guess I'll just keep all the options for now and decide after. I feel like I kind of don't want to fuss over it like too much. I was sort of like, finding my way with what I wanted to do with it had a rough idea, but wasn't really super sure. But now I think I've kind of more or less got what I was going for. I'll be over here. It's like making some of these lines a little bit lighter. I think that's kind of like more or less what I wanted to capture. The only other thing that's like possibly is like these lines. I'm not sure if I want them to have lines at all or just sort of fade. Yeah, maybe just the slightest. I feel like they were too dark. It's a bit better. I think that's better. And this one as well. Maybe not as dark as they are. Better. And this one as well. Yeah, I think that's kind of the effect I was sort of imagining. I'm still a little bit unsure about the dirt. Yeah, I really do think that those ones are like too distracting. Um, I could attempt to like take the color of the outlines way down. See if that's less distracting. And maybe turn off this other dirt as well. I just wasn't not sure how to handle this part. Really torn. Really torn. Without it, with it. I'm looking at it, I kind of wondering if I have both now. Like this one and these ones. Don't know why this is such a difficult decision. I think I kind of like it with both. Which is odd after all that deliberating. I feel like I also want a how do I say, like a, I'll put it above the pine trees, I guess. Yeah. I also want a bit of a shadow over the pine trees. Let's see what it looks like on overlay. Oof, that really makes them glow. It's definitely going to have to be a multiply. Definitely like it blue. Without it, and that's with it. So I don't want them to be quite as dark as the characters. I just want a little bit, like 30 maybe. Ooh, GGG. Let's try changing the hue of this as well, and I think cooling the shadows down will be the other way. Yeah, does it? I feel like it makes sense to make them quite cool colors. Yeah, blue. Same as the pine trees. I feel like that makes more sense. And I might do over the top of everything back here. I might do like a hazy yellow-green kind of a thing. Let's just... Maybe the color's not right. I just kind of like it yellow. It needs to be a bit warmer. I'm not sure what it needs to be. Let's try to figure it out. Yeah. I feel like soft light kind of works. Just trying to separate the sort of foreground elements and the background elements a little bit more. I really like it on hard light as well. It's like even just a little bit. Like 20% maybe. Looking up here, it definitely creates more of a contrast between the foreground and the background elements. Do you know why some of these outlines are kind of like sticking out? Maybe I didn't lighten them down. Yeah, I think I didn't. I think I missed some of them and they're really sticking out and just being too stark. It's a bit better. Better. Yeah, you can really see where they are for some reason once I put that filter over the top. Not filter, but extra light color over the top. Damn it for me not separating those damn background elements. That's okay. I should be able to tolerance. I'll put it down to like 1. There we go. This might not be necessary whatsoever. I'm just gonna see what it looks like. Why not? Just putting a quick transparent to foreground. Yeah. Just putting a quick gradient of the sky color. Not sure if it's necessary. Kind of like it on burn though. I probably could do the same thing here. Another layer. What do I think? Too much? Is it a bit overkill-y? I don't know. Does it match with the style? I like to just try stuff out. See how it looks. The outline of the grass also is still bothering me. I feel like it's not quite right. I might like to just keep it all dark. I'll see what that looks like if I put it back. If I put it just all this back to being the same. I'll have to take the shadow off. If I put this all just back to being a dark outline to create a bit more of a... Don't know how I feel about it. I don't know what to do. It's hard to decide. I'm tempted to try one that's even a bit... Oh, that damn shadow. Even like slightly lighter in the middle area, and then slightly lighter again. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I guess I have to be content with how it looks like that. I haven't added any shadow to the characters, and I think I kind of will, just like similar what I've done with everything else. I'll keep it really, I think I'll keep it really subtle though, because they're already fairly darkly colored, if that makes sense. Don't know why I didn't fill this one in before I moved on, but there you go. Who knows why we do the things we do sometimes. Dogs are chasing flies. Let's see how that looks. Oops. It's alright, I guess. I hope I turn out to be happy with this, because I've done it on like my color layer. And I don't like it. Damn me. Whew. I don't know why. I just don't. Like, as soon as I start putting details on these guys, it just like, I don't know. Something about it just doesn't seem right. I think the only other thing I might have a quick go of before I call this done, because, you know, got to get to a stage at some point where you're just like, okay, I feel like I've tried all the things I really want to try, and I think it's time to stop. The only other thing I want me to have go of is, damn it, this is going to be a pain in the bum. Do I have to go under the outline layer? What time is it now anyway? Yeah, it's 20 to 12 anyway here, midday. So, and I have to cook myself lunch today. Don't have any more convenient leftovers, unfortunately. So yeah, that means having to make something for myself. Can't really be bothered. Um, but I do gotta eat. And my motivation for eating has also been reduced. With Candace being away. My brain and my body just don't want to work as they should when I am separated from my person. Undoubtedly not healthy. But I am attempting to be better about it. Anyone knows the secret to just controlling your emotions and not feeling the things you don't want to feel, then yeah, send me a message and share that secret. I also just don't want to. I don't really want to even burden anyone with my feelings anymore. You know, they're not going away, but I kind of just don't want to trouble people with how I feel at the moment. And one for GT. Soft light, soft light, soft light, soft light. There we go. Okay, let's see how we feel about that. Just close everything up. Get all the layers turned on. It drop this to like 15 maybe. I definitely like it being there. I think it's the right choice. Looks so different without the shadow on. Alright, I don't think I'm losing any details or anything. I think it's all okay. I still feel annoyed about this grass though. It's just not settling. Where is my foreground? There it is. Yeah, it's just not settling. So I think I'll just go the one color for the outlines and call it, like, leave it at that. Yeah, that'll do. And maybe that's it. Maybe that's all I kind of want to do. Ever so slightly tempted to throw in some little. We definitely need to, I think, stick to this brush. Like some small bird details out here. Oh, getting these lines right is a bit of a slight nightmare. Oh, this brush can be so janky. That's good. It's a good brush. I like it so very much, but oof, it can be a bit janky. Put them down. Oh, actually, what I'll do is I'll see filter and I'll just, oops. Even just down by 10 seems to be good. I don't know. I'll do. Yay or nay to the birds. I'm not sure. Let's just zoom out a little bit. They're kind of a bit distracting. Well, I'm having a hard time finding sort of anything else that I feel like is working. So I think that's probably good enough time to call it on this. Unless I think of, you know, I don't know, unless something else sort of like pops out at me. That's not like, once I'm done. Like maybe later today or tomorrow, I might think, oh, maybe I'll add this or that or whatever. But at this point, I think I'm just gonna say that that's done. Can't do my signature today apparently. Every time I write this and then zoom out, I never like how it looks. Every time. I think I'm writing the right month. Pretty sure it's September. Alright, I think I'm calling it done at that. Like it was a bit more of an endeavor than I was probably sort of maybe imagining initially, but just takes a bit of time to, you know, work through your ideas sometimes. And there's one thing I might do. Yeah, here. Just like the slightest bump on the levels of those outlines, just to make them slightly darker. Except for maybe this one, because it's so far back into the background. That one can fade back a bit. That's fine. I suppose I can like grab this area. And I'll do the same for the dirt. I need to extend. Did that do anything? Well, if it did, it was insanely subtle. Okay. Let's shrink this boy down and call it done. Well, that was fun. Now I must eat. Well, now I must make myself food. I've got to be really careful about how long I sit at the PC for as well, because my back, I don't know, it must be something about the way that I'm sitting. Like, I have a decent chair. Oh, hi, Gigi. She's right down at my feet and I didn't even notice. Hi, Pop. Oh, I have like a pretty decent chair. Maybe I've just like got it set wrong. Well, this is what we ended up with. There it is. Fairly happy with it. I really like doing this style of like cartoony, something you might see in like sort of like a cartoony comic booky kind of a thing. So I think I kind of want to do another one in a similar vein. I don't have necessarily something in mind just at this moment, but I'm sure it won't take me long to think of something. Yeah. Until then, I'm gonna get going because yeah, gotta make lunch. My emotions are kind of crap. And what day is it today? I think it's Tuesday. I'm supposed to have someone visiting tomorrow, but I think I still have time to stream in the morning, so most likely I'll stream tomorrow morning at least for a couple of hours before they get here. And yeah, and that's about it. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone that was in the chat, said hi, watched the stream live. Um, yeah, thanks to everyone, and I'll catch you next time. And yeah, I hope my sort of venting and ranting and mental processing isn't like too much. Um, just yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to work on it, and I think I'll just try not. I won't talk about it anymore. Sort of on stream or to anyone else. I'll just process it myself. But yeah, all right. I'll leave it at that. I'm getting out of here, and I'll catch you all next time.